Good afternoon and welcome back to A Place in Space. We have literally just finished unpacking the delivery. We've found all the cool stuff, so we are here to show you everything that is out today, and there's a lot. Let's kick off nice and easy, super quick. Alien issue 6 is out now, and the first Alien Queen, shall we say, was referenced within a couple of panels last issue. Here she is, front and centre, so enjoy. That will probably go quickly. I want to get to that in a few minutes' time because some of the covers are... Oh. Cable reloaded. Al Ewing has stopped the Immortal Hulk temporarily, and Cable is back. Yes, it basically follows on almost directly from where the previous Cable series was going. So Phil Noto covers are now out the picture, and Cable is huge and implausibly muscular again, like we like him. Ice Cream Man issue 25. Now, Mr. Maxwell Prince has been churning out horrible issue after horrible issue in the best way for this series for some time, and I feel I didn't reference it this week. I'd probably get stabbed by one of my esteemed colleagues. But that is out now, which again we shall return to in just a few minutes' time. This is an incredible week to be a Superman fan. Superman Son of Kal-El debuted recently to massive critical acclaim. Issue 2 is out this week, in addition to Superman 78, which capitalises massively on the nostalgia for Christopher Reeves, the first movie and everything, and also Batman 89. The two kind of tie in, DC insist on telling us. I'm not entirely sure they do. I think it's just going to be a wonderful nostalgia trip. Let's find out. Could be fun. This is a bit strange. The main man and Superman are going at it, but Mirka and Dolph are on the artwork. Curious. Maybe a little bit of an Amanda Connor vibe going on there. Actually, a lot of Amanda Connor vibe. So if Harley Quinn-esque hijinks are ever your thing, mixed in with these two dudes smashing the unholy bejeebuses out of each other, this is your bag. Let's go back to Mr. Lucas and Bags of Money for just a few seconds. He got Darth Vader and Dr. Aphra out this week. Both are still tying into War of the Bounty Hunters. Very nice. Thank you, George Lucas. Here's a blast from the past, but also very present. Do you remember by Spider-Man life story? Good. It was very good. Mr. Chip Zdarsky's little baby, that was. The annual is now out. It's only a one-shot. That was a 6-issue miniseries, if references are telling me correctly. This comprises the whole of that 6-issue miniseries from the perspective and skewed view of one Mr. Jonah Jameson, which means it could be hilarious and scathingly brutal. That's going to be out this week. The Department of Truth. That is issue 11, issue 12, but chapter number 9 of James Tynion's modern political sci-fi intrigue espionage epic. I'm not even sure how to describe this anymore because it's utterly insane. It's the X-Files on drugs, and I couldn't love it any more if I tried. Please buy this book if you've never read it. It will change your brain. It's just, yeah, very strange. Following directly on from All Things Black Widow, you've got the Winter Guard out now. We don't have too much of this. If you are either way a Marvel completist or even remotely a fan of the characters within, jump on that before this video finishes because we will probably sell out of that very quickly. Thor is still massive and enormous. It's also a good book. Issue 16 is out now. That is part 2 of 3 from the esteemed Mr. Donny Cates. I want to reference this super quickly because in previews, which is out this week as well, Donny Cates will be moving over to Thor. Thor? I just talked about Thor. He will be moving over to Hulk even. Let's try that again, Thomas. Well done. The previews are within this one here, and it looks rather delicious. I have to say, actually, if you don't pick up previews, you should. Very cool. This is out this week. The DC are trying to entice you in, and I'm already in, with Jock's One Dark Night. And previews as a whole is generally a bit of a phone book of loveliness, which is due out in a couple of months. It's a very, very good way to spend your paychecks months before they even arrive. I'd recommend it. Detective Comics 1042 is out now. Now, this is the last part of the ongoing storyline. In last week's video, I was waffling on about this to my heart's content because I love it, frankly. But if you haven't been keeping up with all things Gotham, this links in directly to Batman Fear State, which is about to launch, yeah, correct page, everywhere, frankly, within all the related Bat books. And if I'm honest, it looks rather incredible. It's probably going to be James Tynion's parting love shot to the DC, and it looks to be rather cool. Let's talk about drugs. Let's not. J.H. Williams III has done you a horizontal masterpiece this week. I'm a huge fan of this man's artwork. That's relatively safe. It's unusual for this man. He's a bit of an artist extraordinaire. Let's see how much of that is showing. I'm just going to show it from all angles, and hopefully you can pause one of those frames and decide for yourself. Some of you may have read him on Promethea, Desolation Jones. Batwoman is probably how most of you met him in the first place. He is exceptionally talented. Image have basically given him carte blanche to do whatever the hell he wants. I've got no idea apart from its referencing cosmic stars and lots of spicy influences? Let's find out. Finally, Kingspawn is out this week, #1. I'm going to talk about this more later on tonight in a separate video. Tune in for that one here. But all you need to know now is that Todd McFarlane's baby is here. And yeah, it looks very cool. A few quick covers of the week, and then we'll leave you to it for a couple of hours. Alien 6 has got a beautiful variant from Jane Anacleto this week. That will go very quickly. First cover appearance of one, Miss Alien Queen. Woof. Mr. Inherently has got 2 covers for the Asian Artist Appreciation Front this week. That and Wolverine. I've gone and forgotten who this is. Francis Manable. No, I haven't. Look at that. Woof. This is very cool. King Shark's having a bit of a renaissance right now. That is the Riccardo Federici variant. All kinds of painting. King Shark looks rather cheerful in that one. Vampirella, this by Warren Lau. Basically sold out everywhere. We are lucky enough to have a few copies left. Get on eBay quickly if you want it. Back to Mr. Simmons with the Department of Truth. I mean, Jesus God, that is dark and fantastic. But I'm going to leave it to Miss Wonder Woman for the last couple. This is Jay Lee. Very cool. And on the complete flip side of that coin, this is Joshua Middleton with an absolute masterpiece like Gustav Klimt gone crack. Love it. I did not just use that reference, did I? I might have done. In a bit.